What's going on YouTube? This is Nacho the Squatcho, but in my human form. This video might be tedious, but it's pretty damn important if you're a person that wants to get into the outdoors, or like me, you basically live in the outdoors. I have been acclimating to the outdoors as an integral part of my itinerary, my lifestyle, so much that I frequently get vetted for vagrancy. So this video might be actually pretty important to you. It's going to be about what I keep in my survival pack. And so here we go, guys. So one, let me tell you what kind of survival pack this is, so that maybe you can get a good, whatchamacallit, reference for things to buy. This thing says Teton Sports, Teton, Sports, Teton Sports. And it's got to have the shit that goes on your hips. You have to have this stuff right here, or else your shoulders are going to be utterly miserable, and it's going to kill your hike. It's going to give you headaches. It's going to be pretty damn bad. So it's got to be the kind of packs that could go around your hips. That's extremely, extremely, extremely important. I could tell you how to bypass that, but it's unnecessary. Just get a pack with this shit. Some Molly compatible backpacks have Molly compatible shit in which you could put, if you want to carry to state there, I'll show you what I mean. Give me a second. Yeah, guys. Oh, yeah. I'll be right there, fellas. Don't you go in the way. So some packs have this shit going on. Okay, if you can't get one of those kind of packs. So I only seen one military surplus store that sells this like tactical fanny pack. Okay, and this also could go around your hips, and it can make a regular backpack. It can make a regular backpack be able to go around your hips. But as you can see, this backpack, this is more for like an exercise bag. It cannot hold as much gear as this one. This one is a dedicated hiking bag. This happens to be a backpack that has a bunch of this Molly compatible shit here. Okay, all those straps in the front of it so that you could put this shit on there. Okay, if you want a better look at something like that, bear with me. Thanks for your patronage. As you can see on this other backpack, I don't know if you can hear me, but you can find lots of backpacks that have this Molly compatible shit. See, that's how you can hook up a I don't know what that is, a military fanny pack or something. So you could probably also just use paracord and put any kind of fanny pack on there. But I hope you guys can hear me. Let me tilt the camera up a little bit, okay? So again, this is for my subscribers. This is for people who are they're patient. They can sit through my videos that are long, and I don't know how to edit them, guys. So I'm sorry about that, but it's actually a pretty damn important fucking video if you're really trying to get out there. So you don't always have to have exactly the setup that I have. Okay, like for example, one of the things I have going on in there, this is a single wall, not a double wall, a single wall thermos. This brand's called Pathfinder. It luckily has this top. This cup did not come with it. This is an average stainless steel, or probably all of them, a stainless steel thermos cap that happens to fit on top of this. Because this single wall thermos thing here, right, not double wall will explode like a shotgun. I could boil coffee, I could boil water in this. And where I'm going at the Santa Ana River, if I wanted to boil water there, you would put a handkerchief on top of the opening and pour and scoop the water in there to filter it as much as you can, and then you would boil it. Okay. I brought welding gloves. Okay, so that I can basically reach into the fire and retrieve this thing because it's gonna be scalding hot. Okay, so I got welding gloves to be able to pick up a hot ass thermos. And the welding gloves, they would double as these ones have decent grip to grip your knives and stuff like that. They're not that bad. I rather use rubber gloves or bare hands. But these will also keep your hands very warm in a cold night. Okay, so good for me. This flashlight is very, very heavy, but it's very, very badass. I might not bring it. I might have other flashlights that if you care, I might get around to showing you them. But I have both. I bring both rechargeable flashlights and a small rechargeable pack. But I also have battery operated flashlights. And I try to get all my shit the same kind of batteries. So my headlamps are AAA batteries. Therefore, I want my flashlights that they use batteries, the same kind of batteries. I don't want to have different kind of ammunition, you know. I want everything to run off the same thing. So in this survival pack, I have a bunch of rags. You could bring wet wipes, a lot of extra socks. These are wool socks. Okay, however you could fit them in there is up to you. That's your preference. I try to put all the heavy shit on the bottom and all the lighter shit on top. Okay, that's just basically a good rule of thumb, right? It's basically common sense, right? I'm just organizing my socks here. So, and then I have up top of the pack is going to be headwear. Headwear is going to be like beanies for when it gets cold. You know, that's really. And I bring disposable rubber gloves just because of shit, dude. They're easier to handle your tools than those big welding gloves, but those welding gloves are far more important. Okay. This is all kind of extraneous. I bring a very light survival shovel because I bury my shit. Okay, some food scraps, bury them because of predators. Okay, if you fucking scat on the fucking ground with toilet paper and shit, I like to fucking bury it. It's just me. Okay, so, and then these side things right here, it's gonna be like extra batteries, water purification, like Sawyer minis. Okay, that's not really important. This shit is so heavy. I bring peroxide to clean my feet and hands. That's the first aid, is peroxide and athletic tape. Okay, then I bring coffee. All that's kind of extraneous. I bring something to sharpen my knives with. Okay, it's really self-explanatory, but the main important thing of this was this single wall thermos, and that the water bottles that I'm bringing, I don't bring one big gallon. I bring like 3 of these. I think this is 3 liters or something, because it spreads the weight throughout the pack. You don't have one big camel lump. It's 1.58 quarts, 1.5 liters. I'm going to bring 3 of these. It's going to make the pack heavy as shit. I'm bringing that much water because I plan to drink a lot of coffee. Another thing about what helps is carrying this shit that's this heavy. Oh, these are some tongs, like for barbecuing, but it's not for barbecuing. I use them to pick up like small logs on the fire to place them in different areas. This is kind of unnecessary because you could just kind of kick it. You could kind of kick it or use a stick to do that shit. But I'm going to bring it just for the hell of it. Okay. And then try to find something else that might be really important. Now these are waterproof jackets. I don't expect it to rain tonight. What I expect is these aren't cotton. They're not breathable. So it saves space in my pack and it keeps me warm. It's like very warm jackets because they're waterproof. It's not like cotton. The body can't breathe and shit. It doesn't have like that kind of circulation. So the idea is it's going to save a lot of room in my pack because if I had a big fluffy jacket made of cotton and wool and stuff like that, it's going to take a lot more space. And I'm trying to cross a river today. If I fall into it and if it absorbs all that water, your life's going to be miserable. If this gets wet and stuff like that, the water is just going to easily fall off of it. It's not going to stay soaked for very long. Let me put this on the side because this has to go on top. I have to put the water and heavy shit on the bottom. So, yeah, guys, so just trying to figure out other things I said about first aid and all that. You could fit it in your pack how you want. The only first aid I bring is like stretchy gauze tape, athletic tape, and fucking what's that called? Peroxide. Okay, so you don't really need to go buy an $80 first aid kit with tourniquet and all that. You pretty much have it already there. I bring like an orange construction shirt for this is for after my hike. This is for when everything's said and done and I'm walking back to civilization. You're gonna look less scary. You're not gonna look like you're trying to hide out there. It's not camouflage. It's not dark clothes. So I always try to pack something like, especially I guess you would say in California, anywhere. You want to buy, I buy something like this and it's got American memorabilia on there. So if a law enforcement or some shit like that is tripping on you, any kind of Karens are thinking that you're the Yeti out in the woods, when on your way back, I don't wear this shit out there. On your way back, it shows like patriotic benevolence. So hopefully fuckers leave you alone. They don't think you're a vagrant. So, I'd wear a booty hat or a cap, okay? Basically, for headwear, all you really need is like a baseball cap to shield your eyes from the sun and fucking a beanie. Also, it's up to you if you could fit it in there. I sometimes will bring safety goggles. I got maybe I guess I could show you guys, all right? Give me a second. These are Wiley X. AX. So, what something like this is good for, these are Wiley X wraparound glasses. Okay, they're like Eagle Vision, if you know what that is. They're not very dark, but they're dark enough, okay? So, when you're hiking, you could put these on backwards. And supposedly, if you put these on the back of your head, it'll supposedly fool predators into thinking that you're not turning your back. But the main reason I have these is if there's a lot of precipitation and I'm shining my light, it's going to glare off the precipitation and shine back into my face. Also, all the chopping of the wood. And if your blade is stainless steel, which my blades are usually not stainless steel, your headlamp's going to echo off the steel and kind of blind you, and these help, if you know what I mean, okay? I hope that all made sense, guys. Let's see what else is some goodies in here. These are trash bags, just to either clean up after yourself or to put as a blanket on the floor so you're not always sitting on the dirt. It just comes in handy like that. Also, I have waterproof jackets, but if it were to rain, you can make a rainproof poncho out of these. So this is another, let me put these aside. These are items that have to go last because they're light. I have to put the heavy shit first. When you're filling your pack, you sometimes could do things opposite because you'll put your clothes in first and then you'll stop at the store and get water and put it on top of it. It'll make shit imbalanced, okay? So I got my 3 bottles of water. That's a lot. That's pretty extraneous in this time of year. It's not horrific summer. California is always hot, but this is probably unhealthy. I only bring like beef jerky to eat because it generally sticks to your ribs It makes me take a shit. Other people say it makes them not take a shit. That's the idea. But whatever, you're good to go, you know. So, anyways, this is cheating. I'm bringing lighter fluid just because I don't want to sit there scraping fucking Tinder all night long. This is kind of a lot of lighter fluid. I'm bringing a lot of lighter fluid because where I'm going, I might have to find random vegetation to keep the fire going. Where I'm going tonight hiking, it's a lot of bamboo. It's a lot of fucking like clearing trails, but it's a lot of like greenery. It's vegetation near a river. It's not necessarily wood. So fucking flies, man. I swear to God. Yeah, so basically that's it. All in these side pockets, it's really extraneous. All these side pockets, they could fit a 1-quart canteen, but instead I packed them with anything from first aid to things to sharpen my fucking sticks with, headlamps if you don't have a chest. I use a chest pack for that shit. Coffee, I have coffee in here, and usually, like, if I think something's gonna spill, I'll wrap it with like electrical tape and duct tape. So like this lighter fluid shit is really safe because I wrapped the shit out of it with T-Rex tape, and first it was electrical tape and then T-Rex tape and shit. So let me start putting shit back in my pack. That's not it actually. Let me be back. So I also wear this here chest pack. It's got 2 different headlamps in it because if one headlamp dies, I have another one ready to go to put batteries in the one that died. And this also has a sharpening rod in there, shit to charge my phone while I'm out there. It just really comes in handy. And since these 511 chest packs are MOLLE compatible, I put shit on the front of it that has freaking, it can fit batteries, and the compass is right here. There's a lot of extra batteries, so much extra batteries, more than I probably need. It's probably going to really weigh me down. Let me show you a different chest pack real fast. This is actually a chest pack I want to bring, but the other one holds more shit right now. This is has all the MOLLE compatible shit on there. I put a really good feather stick knife. This is Cold Steel Mini Tack Kukri. Okay, and this bad boy is one of the most deadliest knives in the world. I don't want to draw the knife out. You could just look up what knife this is, that I fucking rigged it with paracord and all that. Yes, it makes this harder to open. I have to open it from the side. I can't just open it fully like it was designed. That's fine. And I always said I'm not taking this knife out unless I have to defend my life with it, to keep it sharp and to keep the Kydex nice and I thought about bringing it to test it with a little bit of bushcraft. I'm not a bushcrafter. I mean, just basically starting fires. But this is a Tops Pig Hunter, the Tops Pig sticker, whatever. It's a really deadly knife. Let me see. Yeah, I guess I can. I mean, I could rip it out and stuff like that. I just want to keep it fresh in the Kydex. But if you guys want to get a good look at this knife, let's see. That'll eat up my baton, but this is really badass. That could baton through wood, yes. Thinking about bringing it, man. But then if I bring it, there's no use to bring my SE4. My SE4. The reason why, one, I'm not expecting any deadly encounters tonight. That's always subject to change. But I need this a little bit more. I rigged an SE4 pack to have a Gerber multi-tool thing on there that I hold a lighter. And it's just a fucking SE4, guys. You can look what that is. It's just basically a knife to shave wood. So, let me get back. also. Yep, that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much it. So basically, we could just say this is so headlamps, a flashlight. This flashlight's heavier than shit. I'm actually thinking about bringing lighter flashlights. I have the brand. This is Nebo. Nebo is really good and reliable, but this is really heavy, but it's kind of worth it. And again, I always bring, like they say, there's a saying, 2 is 1 and 1 is none. So it's just a lot of shit to carry. This wouldn't be my only flashlight, you know. So I would recommend, you can have rechargeable dumb shit, but I would have battery operated shit on the side. And then let me show you what I do with those batteries, dude. Watch this. So these are, you can do it however you want. We have a different way, whatever. This is a latex disposable glove tied around 3 AAA batteries so that they're more waterproof. It's just harder for water to get to it and shit like that. Okay. So yeah, that's that, guys. Now let me put all this shit back. Freaking heavy shit goes first, like water. Watch. Hold on, let me get that trash bag. It should lay on the floor. Lay on the, what's that called? The floor of the bag. I don't even know where I put it now. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much that. And all the video is put the heavy items in there first, and your clothes and shit like that on top. So also, guys, you know what a ferrocerium rod is, right? You want to get a ferrocerium rod for a backup fire starter, and you want to get a knife that can strike the ferrocerium rod. Okay, so like, I guess I could show you guys what the fuck, okay? In my chest rig, I have buried down deep in here a diamond sharpening pen and some shit to put your cell phone in there, so that you put your cell phone in here so that it can't get wet, right? That kind of shit. Takes a lot of gear, you know. Try to find the ferrocerium rod. Here it is. So the way I have this ferrocerium rod set, I don't have a lot of knives. I have what you call a 90-degree spine. So give me a second. So I was really lucky to find, I guess Gerber, I thought I was gonna have to get a big old Spyderco, but Gerber makes this, what is this, Gerber something. It's a very small serrated knife. And some people don't like serrated knives. Because, let's see, I don't think the spine can do, nope. But the serrations, they throw a lot of sparks, guys. Do you see that? See that? Fucking flies. They throw a lot of sparks. So that's always a good last resort. I was very lucky to find this. I thought I was gonna have to find a big old Spyderco knife, which would be fine. I wanted to get a Spyderco that had that had serrations, but this is the SE4, and SE. Everybody loves you guys. It's a great knife. Why the fuck can this not strike a ferro rod, SE? You're supposed to be a survival school and shit like that. See, that's the spine of the knife, guys. That's the blade side. That's the spine. Spines are supposed to be able to scrape that shit, and it's not doing it. So that's kind of a deal breaker, man. But the knife handles so well that I had to get it. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much the video, man. So we're putting the water in first. The water and the lighter fluid. Water. Oh fuck! I dropped this on the ground. Let me wipe this fucker off, dude. Fucking son of a bitch. Yep. Bringing lots of fluids. Bringing Southern Comfort. Bringing fucking Motrin or aspirin. I would recommend that. Okay, it's a lot of shit to carry, and it's one of the reasons why I could carry a pack so heavy like that is because I've done weightlifting my whole life. Instead of putting it on like this, I'll kind of squat it on, and doing deadlifts, squats really helps. Just staying healthy would really help, because this pack is going to be super fucking heavy, and I don't care. So anyways, guys, that's the video. Thanks for dropping by. I gotta be a douchebag and ask you guys to like and subscribe so I can keep going live. Tonight I plan to go live, but I don't always get good service where I'm going. Where I'm going is where the Riverside Bridge Monster. It's a cryptid that sounds really like, you heard of Bigfoot, you heard of the Loch Ness Monster, right? Well, believe it or not, there's a cryptid. That's what you call a cryptid, and it's local. It was sighted about 70 years ago. You can look up the Riverside Bridge Monster. I hunt it like a fucking crazy ass. Of course, I never run into it. That doesn't stop me from trying. Okay. I'm crazy. I think I'm going to get famous finding that monster. I forgot to put this shit in there first. But yeah, guys, I hope everything's good with you. That's pretty much the video. And you guys keep on rocking in the free world. And I'll see you at the river. If you guys check in, if I get service, whoop-de-doo. Nacho the Squatcho in my human form, out of here.